Here's my take on power. Power is inherently neutral, but the expression of it depends on the consciousness of the leader wielding it. Oftentimes, power is distorted by unprocessed trauma. And when trauma is left unresolved, power can become a tool for control, avoidance, or validation seeking. This can manifest as authoritarianism, emotional withdrawal, or reactive governance. And these patterns reinforce toxic hierarchies and suppress psychological safety and trust. On the flip side, leaders who engage in trauma healing and spiritual integration cultivate a conscious relationship with power. They become more ethically grounded, emotionally attuned, and resilient, fostering trust-based cultures where collaboration and innovation can thrive. This kind of leadership is rooted in presence rather than reactivity, allowing influence to serve transformation rather than self-protection. Part of the alchemization of trauma into empowerment, into trauma-informed power, is the psychospiritual process, often described as a spiritual emergence, which is an awakening catalyzed by trauma or deep introspection that reconnects individuals with a transpersonal sense of self. So, while mainstream conversation in psychology often refers to PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, what is still newly emerging in the collective is the conversation around PTSG, post-traumatic spiritual growth, that actually the more trauma someone goes through is a direct correlate to the potentiality of the growth that they can experience. If supported in a container that allows the person to process their experiences, trauma can become catalysts for deeper insight, systemic compassion, and visionary leadership. The reason why I'm passionate about bringing this information to people, to the public, is because when I look around at the heads of states running the world, it's so evident to me that many of them are running on unprocessed trauma. And the thing with the spiritual path is you can't force it on anybody. Unfortunately, that means as much as I want to influence people in positions of power to understand the importance of psychospiritual growth in leadership development and the value in trauma-informed power in resolving the global issues, not just global issues, but many issues that exist in our society, you have to be seeking it. You have to desire that kind of growth. You have to be aware that there is a pathway. That's why I've chosen to focus my attention for now on visionaries, next-gen leaders, and system-level change makers. Those type of leaders will need to take this on first before the masses do. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. You have no choice but to keep going, to keep growing. Because once you realized what it has costed you or your organization or the people around you, your community, your country, your world, this becomes the most important thing. Your higher intelligence is always blocked by unprocessed trauma. So no matter how much you want to do in the world, the dreams that you have of making the difference in the communities that you care about, it's your responsibility. Once you understand the significance of psychospiritual growth and trauma-informed power, you know that you're doing a disservice by not investing in your healing and in your psychospiritual development. So anyways, as I try and figure out how to distill the last 5 years of deep psychospiritual research and going through my own psychospiritual growth, it's hard to distill it into 1 minute reels. I think I'm getting better at it. If this kind of content resonates, stay tuned. I'm going to do my best to disseminate everything that I know. I've invested all of my time and energy and resources into cultivating myself and working with global masters in peace, purpose, fulfillment, joy, leadership to bring this to visionaries, next gen leaders, and system level change makers. That is my devotion, that is my passion. And if you are someone who is wondering, how do I get started? If there's anything that I said that just feels so true for you, I do offer free alignment calls on Mondays for people who are looking for clarity and who are curious about what it might be like to work with me one-on-one. Other than that, I am launching a pilot of my first group program for conscious executive leadership to really deliver what I've distilled into the best leadership program that I've seen. I've invested a lot in studying leadership spaces. And the reason why I chose not to join any organization or company is because I feel like I need the space and the liberty to deliver what I know is needed now, not what the masses are hardly ready for. So my work is not for the masses. It is for advanced souls. And I didn't want to dilute that content and dilute my gifts in an organization that could only hold a fraction of what I have to offer. So I went on a limb and decided to build a program myself and launch it. And if you got this far in this video, I would love for you to consider applying. And you can check out my link in bio.